Hello students, today we are going to study about the Newton's laws of motion. Here now I am going to give some examples to you. You have to find out reason behind it. The first example is that a static object does not move without application of force. Second one example is the force which is sufficient to lift a book from the table is not sufficient to lift the table. Third one example, the fruit on the tree falls down when its branches are shaken. And fourth one example is an electric fan keeps on rotating for some time even after it is switched off. From these four examples, what we realize or which is the reason behind it? There is a simple reason, that is the every body has a some inertia. Last time we learned about the inertia property. Then Newton's first law of motion also a well and good explained the property of inertia. So it is called as the law of inertia. All illustrations of inertia are the examples of the first law of motion. Now we have to study the first law of motion. For this, we have to do one experiment, that is the coin is drops into the glass. It means when we strikes the cardboard, it becomes in motion and the coin does not becomes in the motion. So the coin falls down into the glass, means coin has its original property of inertia and due to which it falls down in the glass. So Newton's first law of motion can explain this property. To explain or to understand this property very good, we have to again observe a small clip about the balanced and unbalanced force.
Of force. Forces are of two types, balanced force and unbalanced force. Let us understand it with the help of an activity. Take a wooden block on a horizontal table. If we apply a force by pulling the string X, the block begins to move to the right. Similarly, if we pull the string Y, the block moves to the left. But if the block is pulled from the both sides with equal forces, the block will not move. Such forces are called balanced forces. Balanced forces do not change the state of rest or motion of an object. Thus, the balanced force is zero.
From this clip, we understood that the in balanced force, the net resultant force is zero, and in unbalanced force, the net resultant force is not zero. With the help of this, the Newton explains his first law statement. The statement of the first law is an object continues to remain at rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external force acts on it. This is the statement of the first law. When an object is at the rest or in uniform motion along the straight line, it does not means that no force is acting on it. Actually, there are number of forces which are acting on a body, but these forces are cancelled one another, so the net resultant force is zero. In this way, the Newton's first law also explains the phenomenon of inertia, that is, the inability of the object to change its state of motion on its own. It also explains the unbalanced force which causes the change in the state of object at rest or in uniform motion. Means in this, the Newton's first law of motion can explain the three properties: balance force, unbalanced force, and inertia. The example of the Newton's first law of motion is stationary train or stationary object. These are the two most important examples. Thank you.